Did you begin the scene at that time? Sure.
This is an athlete's first podcast. We would never blame the athletes, but I still want to blame someone.
He started smoking again.
Yeah.
So you forgot.
It's so true.
We should storm the International Olympic Committee's headquarters.
Who's your favorite? Who do you think is the... Has he won an Olympic gold?
No.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Oh, Chamaila!
He said, yeah, Arjun Tendulkar come. We'll interview on the side.
KG.
Wait, you watched Dangal for the first time yesterday?
No, someone told me that
It's based on the family.
yeah, I had no clue.
Parsis don't watch Hindi movies. They don't get it.
And also launch a campaign, because we Indians love to boycott shit. Boycott Olympics or be scared. The acronym for it is boobs.
So mine, obviously, my favorite.
We need
event,
to have
like
an
I've said.
obviously controversial.
Sammy, it's not pouring into short glasses. It's so thick.
90 seconds. You all have to tell me India team that played the 2007 T20 World Cup final versus Pakistan.
Keep it tight, baby.
God.
You keep this episode tight.
I think obviously his point is right. So every time I say obviously, I'm going to look at you.
I didn't even register that one.
So his point is right, but obviously.
We are doing true journalism over here.
Covering every single sport besides
Yeah.
F1, of course. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Casuals. I hope you guys enjoyed the quiz we posted on Monday. We're back in studio, back recording. We're going to be going over the Olympics and India's players and some other players and performances that we've enjoyed watching. And we're going to follow it up with India versus Sri Lanka and how we've been destroyed in that series. But finally, I just want to say that this weekend on Saturday is the Community Shield at 7:30 p.m. Sammy, myself and Zeus are going to Khar to Three Wise Monkeys, where United hardcore fans are going to be streaming the game. So we'll interview them, have fun, get some drinks. You know, those videos are always fun. So tune in and...
Feel free to join us.
Yeah, feel free to join us.
Talking about the Indian athletes at the Olympics, obviously the one that everyone was looking forward to most was Neeraj Chopra. A lot of pressure coming in to this Olympics, and obviously stepped up. First throw, ridiculous, was 89.34 meters.
Yeah, he really made it look easy. I mean, he just came and he cleared. I think the line was at 85 to auto qualify or something like that, and he got 89.34, which is absurd. Season best for him. People were really like, just watching him is so much fun, because when you watch the other guys, you see how much they struggle. They're barely touching 80, and this guy is going in his first attempt, and he's done 89.34. He didn't have to go again. He auto qualified. He was first in his heat. So yeah, big hopes riding on Neeraj Chopra. I hope he can get that goal for us.
Yeah, I just love his personality. It's refreshing to see an Indian athlete that confident at an Olympics. We've seen athletes in the past, we're going to fight for a medal. But to have a champion from India go there and be like, right after his throw, he was like, parso dekhenge na? Acha karenge hum? Which was fucking amazing. And then there was a post-match interview where he was asked questions in English, and he had the confidence to be like, dude, my English is not that good. I'm not going to be able to give you a good answer. I'm going to talk in Hindi. And someone please translate it for me.
So the Pakistani cricket players can learn something from that.
But yeah, good to have a champion from the country, so confident, a different energy in the Olympics from an Indian side.
Yeah.
And yeah, best of luck, Neeraj. We'll be watching.
It's like the only event we're watching where even we are sitting home confident, like we're not hoping for a win, we are expecting a win. And everything else, we're like almost being like, come on, just one more, push. So it's like, yeah, like you said, it's nice to have an Indian contestant just like dominating.
Chest out.
Yeah, I think by the time this episode comes out tomorrow, we'll have an answer where he finishes, what medal he's going to win. And we all are praying and hoping for a gold.
All we can say is good luck, Neeraj.
Yeah.
Then talking about another favourite of India's this Olympics was obviously Lakshya Sen. He came up to the semi-finals, was up against the world's number one and the defending Olympic champion. he actually he was on game point the first set and then was 7-0 up the second set. But I mean, I guess that's the difference between a world number one and him. But obviously incredible like potential. His first Olympics. Even Victor Axelsen after the game said in 4 years, I think Lakshya Sen is probably going to be the favourite for the gold. So another world-class athlete definitely in our midst.
Lakshya Sen has a fan in me. I think he is the future GOAT of badminton. For me, he's the GOAT already because I don't watch it that much. So it's very easy for me to say that he's the GOAT. And my second thing on this is that people who are 6'4" should not be allowed to play badminton. It's almost as good as a man boxing in a women's category.
Oh.
Shit.
That actually never happens.
But yeah, it's unfair, man. That guy was towering over him. Every fucking smash he had was going right to his feet. The trajectory that it was coming from, or the point of release, or whatever, I don't know, the physics of it was pretty insane because he has that height advantage on Lakshya Sen. But anyway, Lakshya Sen's fight was amazing. He's got that dog in him, and I fucking love to see him play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't guess that Laksh himself is 5'11", which is a pretty solid height. And these motherfuckers are coming in at 6'4".
You are going to say 5'11" is a solid height, of course.
It is solid, bro. It's solid.
Okay, he doesn't look... He looks like my height. And standing in front of you, basically, with those guys. And
thanks, dude. Not that tall also, but thanks.
But yeah, then you forgot to mention that he lost the bronze medal match as well. Yeah. He won the first game and then lost the
Zeus
next two.
He's tired, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's tired. Shit. He told us before.
I was waiting.
He started smoking again.
Yeah.
So he forgot.
It's not true.
But I got high.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just a tough watch, man. He dominated 21-13 in the first game for that bronze medal match as well. And then it didn't work out for him in the next two. Whatever, if the world number one is complimenting you so highly, then it means something. And we truly believe in Lakshya Sen. And 4 years from now, when we again watch badminton, because I don't think we will in the middle.
I'm going to watch badminton.
Maybe we should follow the guy because he's gotten our attention and he's doing so fucking well.
Yeah.
And he's such a... I don't know, I feel... He also has a good personality. He says all the right things and he plays hard. So we should follow him.
Yeah, more than like saying... Like you said, he says the right things. But him on court is electric because he's everywhere. We watched him play. His defense is incredible. He's just diving everywhere, getting everything. Even though, like you said, he's not the tallest like his opponent who is 6'4", has that crazy wingspan. So yeah, also... Okay, so after Lakshya Sen lost... We had a string of fourth place finishes in the same day, something like that. It was a pretty sad 2 to 3 days where we had fourth with Manu Bhaker and then Lakshya Sen, and then I think the archery team also finished fourth. So right after that, Prakash Padukone, father of Deepika Padukone and ex-world number one badminton player, said the athletes should take all the blame for these performances. People should be done blaming the governments and the federations and the coaches. He thinks they've done enough and the athletes should take blame. This is an athlete's first podcast. We would never blame the athletes. But I still want to blame someone. So I did a little more research and I was like, okay, there's this NGO called Gold Quest. It was started, I think, in 2012 with the mission of getting India more golds. Since then, we've got 1 gold. And guess who the founder of this NGO is?
Prakash
Padukone. So you, Prakash Padukone, it's your fault. Father of Deepika Padukone.
Father-in-law of Ranveer Singh.
Yeah, so but, long-winded.
I mean, of course he's going to say that, right? I've done all I can from the, what was it?
Gold Quest.
The Gold Quest NGO. I've done what I can. I've used my daughter's money to build this whole thing up.
It's like the father of badminton. That's what they call him.
You know what we should do? Start a Bronze Quest. NGO.
We'll be more successful for sure.
And then we won't play the blame game. Yeah. Everyone will just give us heaps of praise.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's obviously going to say that. Blame the athletes. I've done all I could. It's just bad when someone in power is blaming other people who are trying their hardest for the country. He should know better. He's been an athlete. Did he win any Olympic medals?
I don't think badminton was a sport in the Olympic at the time. That's what my take was going to be initially. But I was like, let me do some more research on it. But he was world number 1 at some point, and he did win like the All England Open, whatever the prestigious tournaments of
but I
badminton
think his point, even like if you break down his point, might have some like sense to it, but it's just poor timing and like a poor way of saying it.
Yes,
it's like
exactly.
when someone's down, you just go and shit on him more. Like I went for lunch today and my grandmom was very upset with him. He's like, how could he say this? This poor guy fought throughout the Olympics. So like, obviously you see it, at least some people agree that, there's definitely people that agree that it makes sense, but he's just definitely not
Zeus's
said
daddy
at the right time.
You're welcome on the show.
Yes, you're welcome on the show, and her opinion should be the yardstick of how we judge people
Yes.
moving forward.
Yeah.
You get the generation breakup. No, what we agree, what we don't.
Judging people's character.
Yeah.
Zeus is daddy.
She's also a big PV fan.
Sure. Or you want to talk about PV? We can talk about PV.
No. That was sad.
She likes PV like you do,
Tane was
or she
taunting
likes
me.
PV as an athlete?
Tane was taunting me on PV loss. He was happy.
I was not
Terrible.
happy at all. Bro.
Just slate him in the comments, please.
What do you think I am, Prakash?
Because then obviously we had another semi-final loss with the hockey team last night, which was very disappointing. But before that, just want to get into the quarterfinals. I think they were amazing. Great Britain obviously were the favourites going into that game. I think the bronze medalists last year. And so the way the team fought throughout, they were a man down also.
The hockey team has shown so much courage. Maybe we lack in talent and strategy and things like that, but we've pushed through to the semi-finals based on heart, courage, bravery, great performances by a few individuals like Srijesh and Harmanpreet. Is that the right pronunciation?
That
okay,
is
good.
That is.
I don't fucking know.
that is.
I can't get any of them
Before the
right.
show, Tana was calling him Harpreet. That's
No,
why.
you. But yeah, much respect to the team. Unfortunately, we lost to the Germans last night. We were up 1-0. Then a lot of pressure from the Germans. Defended really, really well and until it was then 2-1 and then 3-2. We had a chance in the last second to score, but that was just, it went over the crossbar and it was a little sad. It ended up not being fun at all.
But yeah, shout out to Craig Fulton, who's the Indian men's hockey coach. I think we played a really exciting brand of hockey. It was really fun to watch. Players giving their all. Shout out to the hockey team. Bronze is still on the line.
Go get the bronze.
Yeah, we are a bronze nation. As we said, we are launching the bronze quest. So any credit should come directly to us.
Yeah. I mean, bronze for us is incredible anyway. So we
Don't
take a
have that
bronze.
mindset, bro. We always will be stuck on
That's
bronze.
the bronze
third,
quest
fourth.
motto.
We're talking about fucking Indians winning bronze and a medal in general. Woke up today morning to like the worst news possible. We had Vinesh Phogat. Is that how you pronounce it? Vinesh Phogat?
Did you not watch Dangal?
No, I'm not. I actually didn't know until yesterday. So Vinesh Phogat, she obviously reached the finals of women's 50 kg.
Wait, you watched Dangal for the first time yesterday?
No, someone told me that like,
It's based on the family.
yeah, I had no clue.
Parsis don't watch Hindi movies. They
Oh,
don't get it.
that's true.
Yeah, so she weighed in 100 grams overweight on day 2 of her weigh-ins. Crazy. Obviously, that was the other gold India was expecting with her. So, really sad news to wake up. But it's only 100 grams. And apparently, I read somewhere that she's now in hospital like due to dehydration because she was a 1 kg over the night and she was trying to cut it down so much that she's fully dehydrated. So, I hope she's okay, obviously. And yeah, I'll watch Dangal. Support her.
Yeah, after the shitty weekend where whatever happened with Lakshya and hockey and the few other times we finished fourth, we really believed that Vinesh Phogat would, do it for us. She made it past the semi-finals. She got into the finals and then the weight cut fucking mishap happened and I couldn't believe it. People were like, first they came out and like she might be disqualified and then they confirmed it. And that was a real heartbreak. Like, I work for a sport that they weight cut for and they have they go through really serious like strain on their bodies to make that weight. And in MMA, people consider that if you don't make weight, like it's your fault. But I don't know, in this one, I wasn't sure because I don't know how the wrestling weight cutting rules work. Because in MMA, you'll never fight 3 bouts in one day. And then the next day, you go and compete for a gold medal match. So that would never happen. So these rules are obviously different. I'll just pull up this quote from Jordan Burroughs. He's one of the greatest ever to do it. Former gold medalists and one of USA's all-time great wrestlers. So he said a long thing, but he finished by saying after 3 tough matches against world-class opponents, no athlete should have to spend the night preparing for a gold medal in this manner. Absolute desperation from the Indian team trying to get the last bit of weight off of Vinesh to qualify for today's final. He followed it up by a tweet to the IOC where he made 5 points regarding some rule changes. He said 1 kg second day weight allowance. Weigh-ins pushed from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. so you have more time to lose that extra kilo, which obviously Phogat fell short by 100 grams. Forfeit will occur in future finals if opposing finalists misses weight. After a semi-final victory, both finalists' medals are secured even if weight is missed on day 2. Gold can only be won by a wrestler who makes weight on the second day. And finally, his 5th point was give Vinesh the silver medal. So if one of the greatest of all time is saying that there's an issue with this thing, you might have to have more weight classes, a longer period of time to cut weight, that means it's a real problem. It's not Sammy, me or Zeus saying this. It's someone who's been through hell in wrestling and come out on top. And he's giving credit to our wrestler and saying so many things to the IOC. I think it means a lot and maybe they should look into it finally, the weight cutting stuff.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And you broke it down really well with Jordan Burroughs. I've been following his threads or his Twitter threads all day, just trying to get some insight into it. And it's pretty confusing if you're looking at the entire landscape. I think you really hit the nail on the head with blaming, or not even blaming, but like holding someone accountable, which should be the Olympic Committee for creating such drastic rules almost. Because everyone on the internet is just losing their mind trying to blame someone or the other. And many of them are coming after Vinesh Phogat and her team who've tried to, keep her in that. But I think, like you said, and in conjunction with what you said, we should storm the International Olympic Committee's headquarters. Just like they stormed the Capitol on Jan 6th.
Oh, God.
And we should probably start up another NGO called Silver Quest. And also launch a campaign because we Indians love to boycott shit. Boycott Olympics or be scared. Which loosely, or the acronym for it is boobs. Boycott Olympics or be scared. Which will trend on Twitter, knowing how much people are going to click on seeing, trending boobs. People are just going to click and be like, oh,
Smart.
shit.
Smart.
This is not boobs, but I should be angry about this. And we could also get voices like Amitabh Bachchan behind it because we all know how much he loves them boobs. Allegedly. But yeah, that's crazy, man. So sad.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
She's
It was
legally
so
she's
sad.
legally made weight for like her other fights. She's clearly earned at least the silver. It's fair enough that you don't allow her to compete in the finals, but yeah, like you said, like not giving her silver is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw the DQ for the match and I was like, okay. And then I said, okay. And then I read the entire thing and was DQ'd from the entire competition.
Yeah.
So people who she beat even when she had made weight, those fights also got
Nullified,
discounted
I
and
guess.
nullified. But
And
she made weight for those.
Exactly, it makes no
exactly,
fucking
which is
sense,
ridiculous.
man.
Right?
Maybe
So-
the IOC has not seen Dangal.
And yeah, like, forget the gold or anything. Like Zia said, if she won the gold or if she won the silver, we would get to see Dangal too. Now we won't. But yeah, fucking shit, man.
She's already been through a lot with the ACL in the 2016 Olympics. And then they had that whole issue with their Wrestling Federation President of India and some sexual misconduct, which they really, I don't know, they protested against, but they lost that. So she's been through a lot. She made it to the finals and finally was going to get redeemed. And
Yeah.
the 100 grams of weight.
And we are not doing it justice by like just putting it so broadly. It's very deep. It goes, there are things that we cannot get into and
Yeah.
we don't have the facilities to get into and talk about.
Yeah, we don't have the knowledge. It's
Sensible.
probably better not to.
Yeah,
sensitive
exactly.
topics.
But yeah, everyone knows she's been through hell and high water to get here, and just utmost respect for her.
Yeah.
We are with you.
I hope she's safe as well. 'cause
Yes.
It can be grueling, like those weight cuts. Can
She was
really
in the
be like-
hospital.
yeah, she was.
Yeah, so yeah, we are with you. Thank you so much for your performances. You're a great wrestler to watch.
We've been talking about tennis this whole Olympics and even before that. I remember Rohan came on the show and was absolutely shitting on Djokovic for his performances in the Wimbledon.
Yeah, called him old, called
Yeah.
him finished, called him washed.
And now Rohan's run out of the room when we're
Yeah.
talking about him. So Djokovic beat Alcaraz in straight sets 7-6, 7-6 to complete the Golden Grand Slam. He finally wins his Olympic gold. And well deserved, man. I really didn't think he would do it. Alcaraz was on fire the whole time. And Djokovic also was performing great. But with the momentum, Alcaraz definitely had it in his favor. But yeah, you can't count that fucking legend out, man. He is officially now, no arguments, I think, the greatest of all time. He's won more ATPs, he's won more Grand Slams, and he's added one Olympic gold. So it's over. The discussion is done. You may have your favorite, but Djokovic is the greatest of all time in tennis.
Just on numbers, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't think
What
he's
else
a
do
goat.
you
even
judge him on?
Even I don't think he's.
What
I
else
don't
do you
think
judge someone on when he's competed against everyone?
The style, the flair.
The flair. Okay,
The
Kyrgios
impact.
is the GOAT, I guess.
The impact.
For
I
me,
think,
yeah.
I think
That's what I'm saying. Your
Djoko's
favorite?
longevity definitely is his strongest suit. Like,
It's everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, he's an all-time great.
Yeah, I
Who
didn't.
is your favorite? Who do you think is
Federer,
the...
Federer,
Has he won an Olympic gold?
No.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Oh, he's tired, bro. You're mad or what?
He
Why
gave
you-
it up smoking, sorry. He's stretched.
Come on.
Who's your favorite?
Mine is Nadal. Like you said, I love Kyrgios too. Just the entertainment factor. Was
Yeah,
insane.
he's your favorite. Nadal's my favorite too, but Djokovic
Let's
is the
not get
GOAT.
into these goat debates. But anyway, I didn't really watch the match. I just got my 2 cents on this match from Nautanai and Sachin Tendulkar, who said,
Yeah.
Chamaila, Alcaraz should improve his serve.
So,
So I
that's
guess
just my opinion,
that's
he
just-
said. That's
yeah.
just my opinion. So come on the casuals and give your opinions,
Give-
please.
Or Arjun too.
Arjun too,
Yeah, we're good to chill to hang out with.
Yeah.
We are going to be in car on Saturday to watch the Community Shield game, and I know Arjun lives somewhere in Bandra, so if you want to drop by, if you ever see this episode,
Oh, weird invite.
we're going to be recording content. We could also do an interview on the side. But anyway, for me,
He said, yeah, Arjun Tendulkar, come. We'll interview on the side.
We'll adjust.
we have a main video to record, bro. But for me, my standout athlete was a 14-year-old Australian who won the gold medal for skateboarding. Her name is Arisa Trew. Right after she won, first of all, youngest ever Australian to win a gold medal, so congratulations, Arisa. Right after
Youngest ever Australian.
Australian.
She's not even the youngest ever to win a.
No, I don't think so.
That's crazy.
Because in those horse events, or I think there's a younger skateboarder who's won a
Oh,
gold.
okay.
I might be mistaken, but
Okay.
one of those events. But yeah, right after she won the gold, she was part of an interview, and the interviewer asked her a question: "What are you going to do? What are you going to ask your parents for after winning this gold medal?" And she said, "Pet duck." She wants a pet duck after winning a gold medal.
Give her 10.
People were like, "Oh, what a loser! Who asked for a pet duck? Who asked for a pet duck?" But I think it's a very good move.
Yeah.
I equate it to Tony Soprano, one of the best humans on this planet, my favorite show as well, who had an amazing connection with his pet ducks. And when they flew away and died, he kind of withered away with them too. But that just shows that there's some relation between greatness and ducks. So she's great.
That Tony Soprano being the greatest reminds me of that video. Like, he was the greatest guy I ever know. What about the murder? What murder?
But yeah, that video is amazing.
it's too good.
They're actually talking about a real mafia dude
Yes.
who's committed multiple and hordes of murders. But what murder? In case of Tony Soprano is a fictional character, please everyone relax. But there is some correlation with greatness and ducks, and those people on the internet who gave her hate for it couldn't see it. So Arisa, I'm
And
on your
also,
side.
fuck you for giving any hate to a 14-year-old who's accomplished everything in her life that you can't.
Exactly.
I mean,
she wants a pet duck, she gets a
Yeah,
pet duck.
exactly.
She's 14 years
Yeah.
old. It'd be weird if she asked for like any other things. Like you want a pet, you want something smaller than that, but like, what you gonna ask for?
Exactly.
SBI life insurance.
I thought he was going to say like a fucking Ferrari or something. He said SBI.
I mean, fair enough, dude. I've seen those insurance ads ad nauseum at this point.
If she was smart, she would ask for SBI.
No, but I just like the fact that she's obviously so good at her sport and she's just 14, man. Like, how can you even, like he said, fuck you for giving 8 to a 14-year-old.
Yeah,
man.
that was my point, my long-winded point. Yeah. Zeus, you go. Who was your...
So, mine, obviously, my favorite
We need
event,
to have
like
an
I've said.
obviously count for serious.
Should I say
Chris
it
knows
aloud?
what I'm talking about.
Noah Lyles ran the 100-meter race. He was the winner of the 100-meter race. My favorite event. Incredible race. Him and the second place, Kishan Thompson, was separated by 5,000th of a meter. 9.79. They both finished around that mark. Man, it was a crazy race. I watched the race. Being honest, I didn't really know any of the other runners apart from the Italian who won the previous year and Noah. So I was kind of cheering for Noah Lyles, but I also saw this Kishan Thompson run his heat. So it was between both of them, and Noah Lyles had a bad start and caught up like crazy. And the commentator also said that if this race was a 99.9 meter race, he would have lost. So to think about margins like that was one of the tightest races ever. But yeah, did you all see that race?
Yeah, bro, that was
crazy.
Fucking insane. He had a horrible start, and then he comes out just shushing the whole US basketball NBA Federation. He finally got redemption for that, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a quote he had when he called NBA champions and champions in America and not champions of the world.
Yeah.
So he was like, what world? Or whatever.
Champions of what?
Champions of what?
He said
The world.
world champions of what?
World champions of what? This
The
is an
NBA?
The United States.
The United States?
this is just an American tournament or league and stuff like that. And he's also been through a lot, like with injuries and things like that, and made it happen. Turned up at the biggest occasion.
Yeah, but this sport, since Usain Bolt has missed a personality and now we have a personality back. Even Usain Bolt pointed that out right after the race when Noah Lyles met Usain Bolt, and he's like, you have a personality, we need this in this sport. And we are talking about the 100-meter race now. Because when the Italian dude won it, all the entire conversation around that race was, he's roided up. Because he hadn't performed so well in the races before.
Like I said, I wanted Noah to win, but honestly, since his win, he's just been annoying the fuck out of me. Because firstly, he's trying to get people to feel bad for him. He went on to say like, you know, you can do anything in life. I have so many things against me. I have like depression, anxiety. Then he said, I have allergies. I have ADD. That's a bit ridiculous. Like allergies, firstly, he's running on a track. ADD, he has to compete for 10 seconds.
We have all that, and we do a podcast.
Yeah. Sally had
run-
dengue too.
He had to run once in 4 years,
that's
and
what
he's
I'm
saying
saying.
all this.
Yeah,
We do this twice a week now.
No, but it's just annoying me, and obviously, like you said, there's a lot of disses after. He went on to say that this is a world sport, so let's show it to the world, which is obviously a diss at the NBA. And then after that, he goes on. There's one reporter that asked him that when is your line of spikes coming out, and he's like, no, I don't want spikes. There's no money in spikes anymore. I want sneakers. Which sneakers, again, if you go to see, is come from NBA culture. It's built from NBA culture. So I think obviously his point is right. Every time I say obviously, I'm going to look at
I didn't even register that one.
So his point is right, but obviously.
We have a trailer
I'm
right
in your
there.
head. I'm in your head.
Yeah,
6 series.
Yeah, I think this thing is stupid. There's continuous disses at the NBA when he's just clearly salty. And he chose the spot that he wanted to get in.
He's company man, bro. Wore the NBA jersey also today, backing the NBA.
Yeah, so he's just been getting on my nerves, so that's why I wanted to bring him up a bit. I hope he loses his 200 meter.
Oh my God.
It's tonight, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Semi-finals, he won his heat.
But also the commentator kind of ruined the moment for him because the commentator was like, the Jamaican has won it.
Even Noah went to the Kishan, and he was like, I think you won it. Which I don't think he liked because he was like jumping around the full time. So he would have liked to be like confident after. But yeah, I was so close. There was no way for it.
Yeah, I don't think you give a fuck about what the commentator said. You finished first. Like all
I'm
that
just
shit
saying, in
doesn't
terms
matter.
of highlights, it's a moment etched in history
he's like
forever.
he's definitely the kind of guy that wants that moment.
But now with editing, you should know better that they can.
We'll
just,
comment on it. We'll improve it for Noah Lyles.
Editing spots.
Gold Quest.
Okay, so again, same format as last time. I have 7 clues. Start off with the hardest clue, go down to the easiest clue. Whichever one of y'all can guess who the Olympian is first will win. Okay. His nickname is the Beast.
Johan Blake.
What the fuck? I did not expect that. I had no idea. Like when I'm writing these down, I'm thinking, do I know it? And I didn't.
I was
know.
super into the
Problem.
sprinting scene till Usain Bolt, and he was his last kind of competitor from Jamaica, so I remember.
respect.
Okay, and you got it on the first one, so I had another question written down. So I'm just going to ask it
Sure.
as well. So can you tell me the 4 sprinters that hold the world record for the 4x100 meters?
Oh,
Blake Bolt.
Blake
Asafa Powell.
Wrong.
No, he
Powell
wasn't there.
retired at that point.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think he made the team
I don't
almost.
remember the
Oh,
two
that didn't
others.
remember the
Yeah,
names. Nesta Carter and Michael Frater.
yeah, no chance.
Yeah,
I was
but that-
Weren't
getting
you
that.
big in the scene at that time, pink shirt?
He's so
So upset.
so salty, bro. So salty. Shoot. 1-1 quiz. Fucking getting to his head.
I won 3 bets on this show.
One.
None of you pussies have fucking acted on it anyway.
Okay, now
I was
both of
ready. You were the one. Sammy, it's not pouring into the shot glasses. It's so thick. The sauce is so thick.
I don't want to make a mess in someone's house and studio,
You
man.
don't need to do it if you don't want to. And I was like, I'll
I
just
never
put my
said that.
tongue in it, bro. And like, just tongue it. And he was like, no, you don't need to do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you all 90 seconds. 90 seconds. You all have to tell me the entire team, India team, that played the 2007 T20 World Cup final versus Pakistan.
Joginder Sharma,
We start now.
Rohit Sharma,
Yuvraj Singh,
Dhoni,
Dhoni,
Uttapa,
Harbhajan, Sehwag,
Gautam,
No, Sehwag.
okay.
Gambhir,
Yes.
7.
Yusuf Pathan, Shrishant,
Irfan,
Irfan,
RP Singh.
RP Singh.
What?
Let's fucking go.
So I asked, like, for context, right before we came, I was with my friends and I asked them like to name them down, and they didn't get it for like 90 seconds.
Oh, we
so.
didn't. Srishant, he said, huh?
I said all 11.
Fuck,
really
so
quick.
they didn't
That
get it
was-
only.
They got it, but they got it much longer than you, like much longer.
Ours was like 20 seconds, maybe.
15 seconds, 16.1
Oh
seconds.
Keep it
my
tight, baby.
God.
You keep this episode tight.
Okay.
Okay,
I
let's
like
get
opened
into
a
it.
fucking document to write down and all. I guess it wasn't neat.
Get into cricket. We've had the ODI series over the last 3 days. If anyone didn't see, we put out a reel recently that said the casual curse. We've jinked our medal hopes at the Olympics. Seems like last time we made our prediction for this ODI series and all 3 of us said 3-0 India. So we drew the first game and lost the second and the third game. So pretty much take it as a 0-3 loss only. Don't even count that draw as this thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're right.
It's against Sri Lanka, dude.
Yeah. And it's a winning game. The first one was a winning game. We had it in the bag, and I think the problem throughout all 3 games has been our wickets are just falling incredibly fast.
Gautam Gambhir and the entire Indian cricket team should be thankful to Vinesh Phogat for losing, because nobody is talking about the Indian team right now.
Nobody cares.
And their horrible performances.
Yeah, man.
Because we would have been occupied with that right now, but we are doing true journalism over here.
Covering every single sport besides
Yeah.
F1, of course.
Even though there's a great season, that's what people are telling us, that it's an amazing season going on. But whatever, we are sidetracking. We're covering the important shit. Shit that moves the needle. Gautam Gambhir and his failures.
Last episode you called Gambhir Pep.
Yeah, I'm going to flip-flop, bro.
People see us on reels, they don't watch
He
the whole
says,
podcast.
the casuals are men of their word. We stick to our athletes and our coaches.
Athletes. No, athletes. I never said coaches. I said athletes.
Okay, fair
We are an
enough.
athlete podcast. Coaches.
Athlete first podcast.
But
Yeah.
speaking of the first
And I'm not
match,
saying he should lose his job or anything. I love it. But continue.
Done?
Yeah.
Speaking of the first match which we drew, Shivam Dube had it in his hands to make us look like idiots because we were shitting on him, calling him Jesse Lingard, and he literally had to hit one run in the last 2 overs were left or something, and he lost his wicket. He was playing he didn't hit 100 or anything, he didn't hit a 50, but he was playing a nice innings to bring us home, and he fucking didn't. And at that point I was a little confused to be happy or sad. I was more sad that India lost, but then I was like, I guess I was right about Dube. And now this series, the next 2 matches also, he hasn't done much. So, enough.
Enough. Watching Dube is like watching a cupboard batting.
Yeah.
No movement, so clunky, can't move at all. Like when Olivier Giroud used to fail for Arsenal, people used to call him a cupboard because he couldn't move really. He was super
Yeah, he didn't move hitting that scorpion at all.
plunk. Man, he had his great moments, but you know what I mean. When there were nights that were frustrating, and this is what that reminded me of. Like, yeah, we're done with Shivam Dube. Guy doesn't even get to bowl.
Yeah.
What's the point of having that all-rounder? Just have someone who can bowl or who can't bowl spin. He probably will bowl better than Dube, as we've seen in the past. But yeah, super disappointing. I just think with this failure, there's a Gautam Gambhir shaped hole in the media landscape. We don't have that Gautam Gambhir voice. So as an exercise, I was like, if Gautam Gambhir was in the media right now, what would he say about this team and this performance and the coach? I think he would say, you cannot pick your national team coaches based on their IPL performances. You also cannot pick a coach that has never coached before. That's what he would say about this coach and this team.
That's Gambhir talking about Gambhir.
Yeah. Gambhir talking about Gambhir. And then he would also say that, first of all, I would like to acknowledge the fact that the coaching staff have made separate T20 and ODI captains, something that I've been calling out for a long time. But I'm still disappointed in the fact that they haven't chosen a separate test captain. And what they actually should have done is hire 3 different coaches for each format. That's what Gambhir would say. One of his ridiculous takes. So since I'm missing that, I'm here to provide it.
So this was if Gambhir was in the media and talking about this series in particular.
And himself.
Yes, understood.
Makes sense? Doesn't make sense.
No, it makes sense. He is very, very critical of other coaches, other players, strategies, and whatever you want to say about that. So it is a pretty fair judgment of Gambhir on Gambhir. But also, what the fuck has happened to our batting lineup? Only Rohit Sharma knows how to bat. He gets a start. He hits a nice 50, 60 like a T20 innings. Flashes, plays some great shots and everything. Gets out. But that's his role on the team. What is happening to everyone else, bro? Rahul, Virat, Shreyas.
I think KL is, like you said, KL, but he's just coming way too down the order for me.
But KL, they removed KL, put Pant in this game. Pant
also he was switching the batting order too much.
He thinks it's a T20. No, he doesn't have experience in ODI.
Yeah, he thinks he's Dhoni in the World Cup.
Now you realize.
एक छक्के ने वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीता.
But yeah, he's tinkering a lot. I guess he's also feeling the squad out, and I guess that's a wrong way to say it. But
I mean, like you said, obviously we don't have to look too deep into this.
No, let's look too deep into it.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll keep a tight episode, look deep.
But yeah, like you said, Gambhir, let him come in, feel out the team, see what works best. I guess if he wants to shift around, now is probably the best time for him to do that. See, like, send Washington Sundar at like 2 down or something that day. Shout out Washington Sundar, actually. He's been pretty good throughout the games, although I don't think he's not the kind of player that can win you games from this level. But shout out to him, and shout out to even Siraj has been pretty good with the bat.
So that is my highlight from this entire series is watching Siraj come out to bat, his swag with the cap and the gloves. I've seen so many comparisons of him and Sir Vivian Richards, this West Indian cricketer, which is bang on point, dude. I live to watch that swag. I'm like, middle order, get out faster, so Siraj comes out.
The fact that Zeus brought up, and you're talking about Siraj's batting. That just shows how horrible the series has been for India.
We shouldn't even be seeing Siraj
Actually,
back.
bro.
But aren't we supposed to be good spin players? Like, aren't we supposed to have good spin players? It's like watching when Australia or England come here and then they start complaining about the dust bowls and the dust pans and the...
Oh yeah, Sri Lanka played like, what, 5-6 spinners in each match.
we should just do that.
Jeffrey Van der Sey got like 6 wickets in the second game.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that you pointed out at the very beginning that luckily the Olympics are happening. This thing happened with Phogat and all the attention is diverted from this horrendous series from India and the new team and stuff. Just Riyan Parag got his debut today, so shout out to him, hopefully. And he got a wicket as well.
Multiple, right? Or one? One went to DRS, I think. I might be wrong.
I'm not sure as well, but whatever. He got
was
a
in the
wicket and
wickets.
not too great with the bat, so congrats on the debut. Step it up.
Step it up. Cool. That was about it.
Riyan Parag got 3 wickets. 3 wickets today, just two.
Oh,
3 wickets.
3 wickets, bro.
But he also got hit.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This Saturday, we're going to be in Khar at Three Wise Monkeys for the Community Shield game. United is going to play City. It's going to be the pre-cum of the Premier League season. And then we can fully come when the Premier League starts. But I can't wait to taste it. And it's going to be amazing. Football is almost around the corner.
Should we do quick predictions for the game? Or
Yes.
you want to do it in that game only?
Yeah, I think United is going to take it. And I'm not saying that because I want to jinx it.
Okay.
2-1 United.
3-0 City.
Cool. Done.